Hey guys, Mary Meet, and welcome to this new series I'm doing. I'm not going to call it like Bewitching the Chakras, though I want to. I kind of, I don't know, I go with the theme. But yeah, so what I want to do is I want to cover each of the chakras in turn. And we're going to start from the bottom up. And that kind of goes along with the idea of Kundalini, where the idea is that there is this snake of Kundalini energy, okay? That the energy kind of comes from the earth up through your root chakra and then twines through all of your chakras to the crown chakra, where it kind of bursts forth from your head and joins the universe. And this is the energy that kind of keeps us connected to the earth, keeps us connected to the universe, keeps us connected to each other. It's really kind of a beautiful concept. And the idea is if all of your chakras are healthy and spinning healthily, that Kundalini can flow freely. Now, where problems come in is where those chakras are blocked. And, I know this is kind of basic stuff for a lot of people, but I just want to go over, kind of like an overview. This is one of the things about, Indian culture and Hindu culture that I really have loved. I work with the chakras extensively because it really rings true for me. So this is just an influence that I've really felt in my life quite a bit. If I'm feeling grief, I feel pain in my chest, around where my heart chakra would be. Or if I'm feeling stuck and stagnant, I can kind of feel that in my solar plexus. Or, if I'm not feeling like I'm communicating closely, it just makes sense. The heart chakra the chakra in the throat kind of makes sense to me. The fact that that's blocked, that really works for me in a metaphysical way. Okay, so anyways, have your own experience with the chakras. Like, I'm just going to give some basic information, but definitely do some meditation. See what you can find out about the chakras, how they work for you. See if you can find out, see if you can feel their influence and how blockages in the energy, in those energy centers, can affect you. So, anyway, so we're going to start with the root chakra, and I'm going to start by lighting this lovely candle I got, root chakra. It's not scented. It's not very special. I got it at my metaphysical store for $2.50. It's just, it's something to kind of light while I'm working on these. And what I'm going to do is each week I'm going to spend some time working with the chakra that I kind of present to you. So I'm going to talk about the stones that go with that chakra. I'm going to make an oil for that chakra. And I'm going to kind of burn this candle throughout the week and do a little bit of meditating and a little bit of work and kind of, some journaling and do my own work with this. So, and this says, located at the base of the spine, its function is balance and the ability to move forward. So, yeah, right on. So, there we go. And so the color for the root chakra is red, all right? And the element, it's tied to earth. The name is Muladhara. I'm not going to say that I'm pronouncing that right because I probably am not. Muladhara. And that means root support, okay? So it's known as your root chakra or your base chakra. It's tied to the element of earth, and that is what connects us to the earth, what connects us to the energy of the planet. Okay, keeps us grounded, keeps us stable, okay? The sound that's associated with the chakra is Lam, okay, Lam. And that is, something that you could meditate on. You can, kind of chant that sound over and over again. The verb that goes with the root chakra is I have, okay? So it's about possession, maintaining. It's a very earthy, like, if you were going to relate this to tarot, it would be the pentacles, okay? It's about possession, about having things, about feeling stable and safe and grounded, okay? And again, the function is grounding and security. So, to go with that, we have a few different stones. Now, one of these could also go with the next chakra up, which is the belly chakra or the sacral chakra, but I'm lumping it in with these because it's something that I really associate with this. So I'm just going to pull blindly. Okay, we have carnelian. All right. Now, carnelian is great. It's good for grounding. It's good for anchoring, for stabilizing, but it's also good for vitality, for motivation, okay? It's good for steadfastness, for sticking to everything, for being like very in sync with a project that you're working on. It's also good for your metabolism. It stimulates your metabolism, and it stimulates your sexuality. So again, that is a little bit more of a sacral chakra thing, but it's really good for that grounding and that anchoring, okay? And that's something that you definitely want when you're working with the root chakra. So here we have mahogany obsidian. And mahogany obsidian, it connects the base chakra to the earth, okay? And from what I was reading, it said to earth chakras. And I kind of like that idea that there are energy centers in the earth as well that we can connect to. So what this does is this brings up problems that we have so that we have to deal with them, okay? So it's good for like detoxing, for getting negativity out of our system. It dissolves blocks. It grounds, it protects, it gives strength, and it strengthens a weak aura. So anything kind of with the base or the root chakra that's going to affect how the energy flows through the rest of your chakras, that's really good because that will also have an impact on your aura. So you want to keep your root chakra healthy and spinning and happy and everything's good. So, yeah, mahogany obsidian will help kind of bring up any blocks, any, problems that you're having. So you have to deal with them. So now here we have bloodstone, and this is kind of an interesting piece of bloodstone. It's mostly clear. It looks a little bit like moss agate, but with some red bits in it, which I don't know. I really love this one. I thought it was really pretty. So bloodstone, again, is for grounding. It's for protection. And one of the things that is really important with the root chakra is safety, a sense of safety, okay? Of feeling grounded, but also protected. So this is a very protective stone. It banishes negativity. It gives you courage. And it also stimulates your immune system, okay? So a lot of these will have kind of health benefits as well. And your immune system, everything kind of comes down to that base chakra and your basic immune system. So you want to keep that healthy. So now here, this one is really interesting. I just picked this one up on a whim because I really felt like it would go. And then the more reading I did, the more I found out, yes, absolutely. And I don't know if you can see the really good swirls in this. They probably aren't showing up, but this is tiger iron, which is also known as muggle stone. And it's a combination of hematite, jasper, and tiger's eye, okay? So this is really good for grounding after conflict. And again, that goes back to that sense of safety. This is about protection from physical danger, all right? It connects you to the earth, and it is a very heavy, grounded stone with that hematite in it, so you can kind of feel where it would ground you and kind of anchor you. This is really good for burnout. If you are just feeling emotionally, mentally burnt out, this is a great stone for that, okay? And it's actually really good protection from harmful empathy, okay? Harmful empathy is where you empathize with people so much that you pick up all their negativity and it impacts your life, okay? So you kind of, empaths, we need to shield from that sort of thing. We need to have something that protects us. We need to have like something that helps us establish good boundaries to where we're not absorbing everyone's negativity. And so this stone is really good for that. So I need a lot of this. I need to go back and get like 10 more pieces and just have them all over my body. So, and this is just red jasper. Pretty basic. This helps to sustain you during stressful times. Okay, so again, that sense of protection, that sense of safety, that sense of being grounded. This aligns and cleanses all of your chakras. So start at the base and work from there. This is good for absorbing negativity. It's good for sexual pleasure, which again is a little bit more of a sacral chakra thing, but it also really works with the root chakra. This is good for calming your emotions, okay? So if you are flighty, if you are just like all over the place, just very, emotionally unstable, this is going to ground you. It's going to pull you into your center and keep you from just being kind of all over the place. It strengthens boundaries. So again, it's really good for empaths. This is good for health. It's just general health. It's good for strength, for feeling strong. And it also stimulates your base chakra. So that's what we're here for. Now here I have smoky quartz. And again, it is all about that grounding, anchoring energy, okay? It neutralizes negativity. It detoxifies everything, which again, you know, the root chakra is, well, it's kind of near your ass, you know, which is where the bad stuff comes out. I don't know, that's kind of rude to say, but you get the idea. So anything that kind of cleanses your system, that gets rid of negativity, gets rid of toxins, that sort of thing, will have a lot to do with the root chakra. So smoky quartz is really good for that. And also, you know, it's good for sexuality. So it's all kind of down there. So smoky quartz. And lastly, this is my favorite, and this is the one that I kind of threw in because I just wanted it here. This is, you know, my birthstone. I am a January baby. This is garnet. And garnet is very, very protective, and it has been used very often as a protective talisman. It stimulates the rise of Kundalini. So again, it is good for the base chakra. I didn't just absolutely throw it in with no foresight. I kind of knew what it was about, but yeah, it stimulates the rise of the Kundalini. It kind of activates that energy, but it also clears your chakras of negativity. Okay, also good for sexuality. And this one looks a little bit like a heart, so that's why I picked this one. So that's it. And I'm going to, like with every one of these videos, I'm going to make a pouch like this. And if you'll notice, I will always have an odd number of stones. And I feel like when you're making mojo bags, the magic is in that odd number. Okay, if you've got 4 items in your mojo bag, that's stable. 4 is very stable. Okay, but if you have 5, it throws that extra little bit in there that kind of like throws off the balance of it. So I believe that that's where the magic lies. So I always have a odd number of items in any bag that I do. So eventually I'll probably add herbs to this. I'll probably do a couple more things, but for right now I just kind of wanted to go over the stones. So, and I'll anoint it with this oil. And what I'm doing is I am actually making 3 sets of these. The reason is I have all these ingredients and it kind of occurred to me that there was no reason not to. You know, I've got tons of essential oils. I used to have an aromatherapy company. And so I ended up collecting all these essential oils, and I was like, yeah, why wouldn't I make 3 batches? What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a set for myself, and then I'm going to sell 2 sets on Etsy. So you will be able to see these. And this is going to go really slow, so I'm actually going to probably skip over a lot of this. And I'm using a grapeseed oil base, but I'm going to add a lot of essential oils. This is going to be very, very richly scented. So, and I'm actually going to try to color these as well, which I have not tried to do with essential oils, but we're going to see how it goes. I've got these gel food colors, so we're going to see how that goes. So I'm going to be quiet and get this done, and I will be back when these are all mostly filled. I'm filling them up about 3/4 of the way to leave room for the essential oils, because I like to use a lot of essential oils. So these are going to be very strongly scented. So I will be back in a minute. All right, there we go. And I made a mistake with these. I thought for sure that I had one of these ingredients, and I don't. So we are going to improvise, and this is, yeah, it's important to remember when you're making things like this, you have to be able to improvise. You may not always have everything. So it's good to kind of be flexible and to, you know, be able to change things up. So first we're going to start, and I'm sorry you can hear my dog barking in the background. We are going to start with patchouli. And patchouli is not everybody's favorite, I get that. But it is so earthy and so grounded that it's perfect for this chakra, okay? And so I'm not going to add like a ton in here. It is slow moving. This is like an old batch, and patchouli is really cool because the older it is, the better it is. Yeah, this is not one to... But yeah, it gets really thick and really sticky and super, super potent. So, oh, well, we have a cat. No, come on. Sorry about that. I got a new cat, and he doesn't understand that when I'm doing things here, I don't necessarily need his involvement. And I don't know, he may end up being my familiar because he does want to be involved with everything, but I don't know, right now I just kind of want to do this. So, let's see if that helped. No, it didn't. I'm going to, let's see, I had a nail file around here. There we go. I'm going to pop this off. There we go. Oops, not what I intended. And, I'm just all over the place here today. I didn't realize that was full. So I'm going to get I'm going to do 3 drops of patchouli in each one. So 1, 2, 3. And the reason for that is patchouli just takes over everything. I don't want this to be a patchouli oil. I want this to be like a well-balanced, grounding root chakra oil. That's like a good blend of oils. But patchouli tends to just like take over and overpower everything. So we're just going to go with 3 drops of that. Alrighty. And the next one we're going to use is cedar. And cedar, again, it's very grounding, and it's one of its kind of particular qualities is it's really good for calming during times of stress. And that is a very root chakra thing. Oh, man. And I had gotten some droppers. Where did I put those droppers? Let me grab some droppers real quick. Now again, I want to point out I'm using an odd number of drops. And I do that again because I feel like that's where the magic lays. Where the magic is. So we're going to do 13 drops of cedar because I really like cedar. It's just a really good grounding base. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And in all honesty, even with 13 drops of cedar and 3 drops of patchouli, the patchouli still may kind of overtake everything. So we're gonna check that out. We're gonna see what we can do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Alrighty. Now, again, I'm just not very together today. This is not my day. I haven't actually done a video in a while. The last one was the last Bewitching the Moon, and it's been a while since I've really done a recipe, or done videos. So I thought that I had clove oil, and I don't. And it occurred to me that when I made my Hecate oil a long time ago, I thought that I had clove oil then too, and didn't, and I should have remembered that, but... Oh, no, you know what? This is good. Super cedary. It doesn't have a ton of the patchouli. It's not, like, really just overpowering, so I'm really happy with that. So, what we're going to do is, instead of clove oil, we have whole cloves. And what I'm going to do is, I think I'm probably going to take these out. I'm going to let them infuse and then use tweezers to kind of take them out. But I don't know, I might leave them in too. I don't know, I haven't really decided. We're going to see kind of how they look and how they act. So we're going to do 3 cloves in each. And 3 cloves, you know, it doesn't seem like a lot. It's a lot. I actually used to work in a homebrew store, and we made a beer with cloves. And we used like 15 cloves. And for anything that soaks for a while, or that kind of like soaks up that clove oil, that's a lot. Like that beer was crazy. It was like way, way, way clovey. Too clovey. And was not tasty. So actually it was fine after we aged it for about a year. So yeah, there, that goes with the cedar. Right, I'm trying to keep all my caps together. Yeah. Alrighty. Now I wish that I could, you know, smell this and let you know what it smells like, because, you know, we've got these cloves in here that haven't really infused, so it's gonna take a little while. So I'm not going to know exactly how this smells until cloves have been in there for a while. And like I said, I've got long tweezers, so I can pull them out. I may just leave them. I don't know, they're kind of cute. Oh man, but that cedar with just that touch of patchouli, that is amazing. So, here is a weird thing that I'm going to try to do. And I meant to get a toothpick, but I did not, so let me see if I can find a paper clip. No, I've got one. If I can. There we go. So, we're going to try to color this. I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but I'm just going to get like a little glob of the food coloring on the end of this and swirl it around and see how it goes. Because ideally, like I bought these containers. I had blue bottles, but I really like the idea of having colored oils that kind of show through. And this has been used quite a bit. My husband uses it for horror makeup, so if you've seen pictures of him on Facebook, you know what I'm talking about. That's kind of his thing, so. I was really hoping it would just kind of blend with that oil. Does not look like it's going to happen. Nope. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to, by the time the next video comes around, I'm going to get some oil-based food coloring. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is, for the sacral chakra video, I'm going to show you like an update of this and show you what it looks like red and let you know whether or not I took the cloves out or whether I let them in. So yeah, I just, again, wasn't all that prepared, but you know, hopefully this will be interesting for you guys. And I can tell you, holy shit, these smell good. Even without that clove having like infused and become part of the oil, they just smell amazing. So yeah. So these will be red. I'll make labels, and again, once I've gotten the whole set done of 7 oils, I'll have 2 sets available on Etsy for purchase. So man, oh god, I love that. That cedar is so good. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. And again, you know, keep an eye out. I will be doing one of these every week. And next week is the sacral chakra. But that's it. Hope you guys are having a great day, and blessed be. Bye-bye.